next guest is the co-founder and frontman for the classic rock group Grand Funk Railroad. That was the band that sold out New York Shea Stadium faster than the Beatles. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark Farner. Hi, Mark. It's great to have you here. I've been telling people Grand Funk was probably my very favorite band when I was a teenager coming up and starting music myself, and I loved your music. And you guys were...
something I loved about you.
That was it. But it was an amazing journey. You were just some high school kids from Michigan that embarked upon music out of your garages and starting like so many of us did, except you made it and the rest of us didn't. What was it like suddenly catapulting and seeing Shea Stadium filled with people there to see you?
Well, it was all beyond, my imagination from the time it started. I was going, pinch me. Is this real? It was beautiful to fly over to the stadium and watch it bounce. Now, I mean, actually, it was moving, physically moving like this. With Humble Pie on stage, it was rock.
What an incredible journey. But, I think people perceive that rock stars just live this life that is so beyond the norm of everyone else, and it is up to a point. But I want to talk about something that's very, very tough for you. You have a 20-year-old son, Jesse.
22 now.
22.
Yep.
And had a tragic accident last year, and his neck was broken.
Yes.
The realities of life have hit hard.
Oh, changed immediately. Life changed.
And another thing that a lot of people don't understand, a person may be a rock star, but you didn't have health insurance, and now you've got unbelievable expenses dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
And some friends of yours in the rock and roll community are getting together and doing a benefit for Jesse at B.B. King's in New York. Tell us about that.
God bless him. Yes. David Fishoff from Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp said, we want to, long as Roger's going to be there, Roger Daltrey from The Who, we want to put together a show and do part of the camp. The last night we'll have for Jesse. And I'll tell you, it's just overwhelming. I get very emotional, when I think about the love that's coming to me right now. And it's to my son, but I feel it from the people, and they are sincere. And people that would come up and hand me a check and say, this is for Jesse. I mean, that's how we're able to do what we have so far and handicap a house that's built in the side of a hill. It's quite an undertaking.
And there's also a website called Sweet Relief. People that maybe not able to get to the concert can be a part of helping folks like Jesse.
Yeah, that's a tax deductible donation through Sweet Relief.
People think of rock stars as, again, I think, living this separate world, but we've also seen something else. They have very unselfishly surrounded you with their support and their help during this time when you're trying to take care of Jesse.
Absolutely. Well, and Three Doors Down is coming, and Cliff Williams from AC/DC, all these guys, Kip Winger, they're all coming to, to donate their time, but it's the spirit that when you have these boys around you and they put their arm around you and you feel, because they're dads too, and it's hard for them to imagine themselves in my shoes, but they try. Just like it's hard for me to imagine myself in Jesse's shoes, laying there. He can just move his neck, but he can now move his neck up off the pillow, where he couldn't when he came back from the University of Michigan. So he's making a little headway.
Well, I hope that, speaking of headway, a lot of folks will join with you. A lot of us have loved Mark Farner and his music for many, many years, and now we can do something to say thank you for giving us all those great moments by helping Jesse. We're going to come back. When we do, we'll ask Mark to join the Little Rockers. We'll be playing the timeless hit, The Locomotion, and I hope you will help Mark and help Jesse.